Absolute Batman and Wonder Woman meet for the first time. So new chapter of Wonder Woman, Absolute Wonder Woman. We get the crossover, which I had to go catch up to Absolute Wonder Woman to get to because I wasn't reading it. But basically, Wonder Woman. There's a crime scene in Gotham that had a mark of Hecate. So Wonder Woman comes to investigate. So Batman's beating up thugs in an alley as he sees a giant magic bat signal, which was Wonder Woman's signal to him because she's like, she's basically in his territory. She's like, I didn't want to run around without inviting myself, basically. And Batman shows up hanging upside down, which he's too dang big to be hanging upside down. And she even points that out. She's like, "It's impressive how quiet you are despite your size." So they have some talking back and forth about magic, about her asking if he's a human, because her and apparently Cersei bet if he was human or a god. So she wanted to bet. Then she gives him a little summoning tool to summon her, basically. Which if I was Batman, I'd use that for old Joker, because that big pale bastard. I'm summoning her like a Pokemon. Diana, I choose you. Especially like that one meme with Kevin Hart pointing behind a girl. It's exactly how I'd be as Batman when I got to deal with Joker. But they go and investigate the crime scenes, and Diana finds out that it's basically fake and fraudulent because they didn't perform Hecate's ritual right. They had a wrong number of candles because she's a goddess of three, goddess of multiples of three, and then it wasn't a multiple of three, and that basically everything was wrong and whatnot. So she sees and she's like, it seems they're trying to make this thing. I forgot the word, but it's basically a sort of homunculus. So as they go in, they find these cultists over here stuck in a trance as they bust into the building, and they end up getting caught in a circle, dragged in, and then the trance affects Wonder Woman because we see that Veronica Cale, she was working and plotting because of the myth that Wonder Woman is made of clay. So since Wonder Woman is technically made of clay, she's technically like adjacent to a golem and a homunculus. So they use this fake like warped ritual to essentially warp Wonder Woman to make her turn evil. So she looks at Batman. She's like, "Run!" So he runs out, and then she immediately pulls up, looking scared. These blacked out eyes, and he's like, "This isn't you, Diana. You're not you when you're hungry. Have a Snickers." And then she snatches him by the neck, starts tossing him around as he's jumping around using his little arm things to flail and run around, trying to hit her with gases. And she stomps on his chest and is about to kill him, but he basically uses the summoning thing, so he's able to get her back to her senses because he touches it with his bare skin to summon her back into her body. So right as she's about to, break the circle, finish to disrupt the ritual, the building blows up because Kale blew it up for them. And then they have a little talk at the end. Wonder Woman apparently knows his name. I assume maybe when he touched the summoning thing with his bare skin, that's how she found out. But yeah, she gives him this little jump drive she got from a scientist. And she's like, has info on all of us, me, you, Superman, a few others. She was like, we might need to assemble sometime, make some sort of team. And as they ended snowing, but of course it's gonna be continued in Batman.